Being very sensitive and loyal does not come naturally to Sigma men. These qualities, often hidden under a veneer of stoicism and independence, determine the inner workings of these enigmatic individuals. Imagine encountering a sign that boldly warns of a danger zone. Instinct tells you to heed its warning, respect its boundaries, or face the consequences. Similarly, when faced with a hungry lion, the wise do not question its dominance. Instead, they respect its power, knowing that any mistake can lead to serious consequences. Sigma males embody a unique nature among men characterized by a mixture of introspection and flexibility. They navigate life with a detached approach, choosing solitude over social norms and deep contemplation over superficial interactions. Although outwardly calm, patient, and able to control their emotions, certain triggers can disturb their calmness and reveal a depth of sensitivity and intensity that sets them apart from their peers. Their solitude is not just a preference, but a basic need to recharge and recalibrate, away from the noise of societal expectations. This solitude, like a fish in water, is not just a preference but a ritual necessary to maintain balance. This gives them space to develop their thoughts, refine their perspectives, and realize their goals with unwavering focus. To truly understand a Sigma man is his unwavering commitment to personal integrity and self-defined values. They are not swayed by external pressures or societal norms, but follow their own path guided by an inner compass of principles and ideals. This firmness, although admirable, makes them particularly sensitive to violations of their autonomy or values. When we examine the psyche of a Sigma man, we discover a personality that defies easy categorization. They are not defined by external validation or conformity, but by their innate ability to think critically, plan strategically, and act decisively. Often mistaken for evasiveness, their behavior belies a sharp intellect and a keen understanding of their surroundings. In this study, we explore the complex layers that make up the Sigma male, from their preference for independence to their disdain for superficial rules and conventions. This journey explains why walking the path of a Sigma male requires caution and respect, because they are not underestimated or underestimated. Watch to the end to find out how you should never cross a Sigma male and get an insight into their world that can change your perception of masculinity itself. 1. Never disturb their solitude. A Sigma male needs a lot of time for himself. They don't want to be around people all the time. That is why they are called lone wolves. They enjoy being alone, reading, meditating, and working on projects more than being around people. And whenever they can't take that time for themselves, it's harder to be around them. They are happier alone than in company. Because they don't have enough time for alone time, they are stressed and exhausted. This also irritates them, and they lose patience. Never cross their path during these times, as they may not take it lightly on you. Their solitude is a ritual they must always follow in order to be sane. They are like fish that cannot be taken out of their habitat, which is water. They are reserved in social settings. Instead, they willingly spend time on internal processes such as learning and thinking, and never display their intelligence to gain the respect of others. They have a very strong self-prioritizing mindset. They put themselves before others, even though they value others. Another reason they would rather be alone is that they believe company slows them down. Of course, when you walk alone, you usually walk faster. They always want to be ahead of their tasks, but not to compete with others. None of the Sigma men are interested. 2. Never give them the rules. Sigma men do not like to be bombarded with many rules and status quo. They cannot deal with the rules here and there. This is not because they are illegal people. In fact, they are men of high integrity and loyalty. But to give them rules is like crossing their paths. They don't like rules, mainly because they are mavericks. They don't follow any social rules. These are rules for yourself. They do not need a social hierarchy to succeed because they are lone wolves and are always ready to stand alone. This male race also dislikes routine tasks, and you will rarely find them doing the same thing the same way every day. They are creative people and always enjoy doing different things. They prefer to delegate tasks that do not interest them. By forcing them to deal with a lot of details, it means that you are ready to face the consequences of crossing their paths. They prefer to look for opportunities and are more innovative than others because they can engage in deep thinking. Third, never force them to say anything. Never try to force a Sigma man to talk about his feelings if he is not ready. Sigma males see everything in life through the lens of logic, and therefore are always critical in their approach to life. Before they can talk about their feelings to other people, they have to process those feelings in their minds. They also want to trust the people they share their feelings with before they can talk to them. They just want to share their lives with trustworthy people. They are not talkative types. They just don't talk to anyone. Fourth, compromise is a no-go zone with them. Compromise is another thing a Sigma man will never do. They never compromise their values for any reason. Never overwhelm Sigma men by trying to get them to compromise their values. They have taken time to build their values and they don't want to degrade what they have worked for any reason. And not only do they try to avoid destroying their values, but because they are men of high integrity, you will never find them in any compromise. They do not like dishonesty and cannot tolerate dishonest people around them. Dishonesty is a forbidden area for this man. They also hate criticism because they believe they are positive about corrections. Arguments, conflicts, and fights are like poison to a Sigma man. Never try this near them unless you intend to cross their path. 5. Be careful and aware around them. Sigma males are excellent observers. This is the most important quality of any restrained person. Preparation allows them to pay attention to everything around them, including their surroundings. It is a skill they have learned that they can use to detect the enemy around them. They will get all the necessary details from you in their silence. They allow people to talk if they are very good at listening, and this helps them appreciate everything around them. 6. Never confuse them with other men. Lone wolves are rational creatures and never judge based on emotions because they know that emotions can be deceiving. Before making a decision, they critically examine the situation from 2 different perspectives. Their judgment is not always biased. They are always reasonable in their answers and remain calm and cool even in emotional situations, thinking critically about the next task. 7. Don't talk to them unless you mean to. Sigma males are excellent manipulators. Thanks to their high intelligence, Sigma males can easily manipulate their way out of any situation. They know what to say and how to say it, and make you believe everything they say without you arguing with them. You can't outrun them, and if you try, they'll easily spot you and find a way. Another thing a Sigma man does is make you speak your mind when they withhold information from you. They make you feel like you know more than them, but they just seem ignorant to get information from you. Any information you put in the hands of a Sigma male will stay in their memory forever, because they don't forget things easily. They are very intelligent and have a healthy and restrained brain. They jealously guard every piece of information they can get and even document it because they believe that this information will be useful in the future and documentation will be proof if needed. Never try to give them information that is not proven because they can use it against you later. Never be the cause of their downfall. Don't be the reason the Sigma male goes down, because if he bounces back, you'll definitely have a problem with him. Remember, he never forgets things. One of the characteristics of a Sigma male is that they never give up. They work harder until they get what they want. No is not in their dictionary. They are incredibly resilient and willing to give anything to get what they want. They have a very strong will and are difficult to defeat. 9. Be careful not to fight them. Sigma males are strategic planners. They look at the situation critically and plan strategically, which is why their efforts are always successful. Success is also a response to strategic plans and actions. Don't try to cross their path or they might conspire against you. They can be your strongest opponent if you dare to face them. It's hard to win against them. 10. Never expect them to impress you. Sigma males fit their rhythm not because they want to impress or stand out, but because that's who they are. They don't follow expectations or trends. They have good self-awareness and do not need society's input to define or improve them. Lone wolf has an inner compass to guide him, so he relies heavily on it. He lives from the inside out and not from the outside. He himself is a rule and trusts himself. Now that you understand the complexities of navigating the world of Sigma men, you have gained valuable insight into their unique perspectives and behaviors. Often misunderstood, yet deeply principled, these men offer a compelling alternative to traditional masculinity. Their commitment to solitude, self-reliance, and integrity sets them apart from individuals who prefer authenticity over conformity. Learn how their disciplined approach to personal growth, strategic thinking, and unwavering commitment to their principles can serve as a model for achieving your own goals. Click the image to explore the Sigma habits that pave the way to success and fulfillment. Whether you're looking to improve your productivity, develop flexibility, or deepen your understanding of yourself, these Sigma habits provide a transformative journey to personal excellence. Thank you for participating in this exploration of the male Sigma archetype. Take your lessons and apply them to your journey of self-exploration and achievement. Remember that understanding and respecting the boundaries and values of others, especially Sigma men, are instrumental in fostering mutual respect and growth in all areas of life. Keep exploring, growing, and succeeding. Here's to a life guided by principles and purpose.